Hello, welcome again to the Anonymous House of Consciousness. This channel is solely created for the purpose of enlightenment or refuting misconceptions in various fields of life. Be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for some more enlightening information to come on this channel. The subject of today would be on the Prophet of Islam, the Prophet Muhammad. An extract from the Message movie.
Now, let's get right into it.
"600 years after Christ, when Europe was sunk in the Dark Ages and everywhere the old civilizations were falling, Muhammad was born in Mecca, in Arabia. Mecca was then a rich trading city ruled by its merchants, whose wealth was multiplied by a unique privilege. They housed the gods. Every year, at the time of the Great Fair, the desert priests brought their idols and the images of their gods into the custody of the Kaaba. Once the most holy shrine of Abraham, the Kaaba had now become a house of idolatry, boasting no fewer than 360 different gods. Mecca, in 610 AD.
After a few years of silent evangelism, following these short, sharp, clear verses, coming down through the Archangel Gabriel to Muhammad. "Oh, you who've covered yourself in garment, arise and warn, and magnify your Lord, and purify your garments, and keep away from idols. And give not a thing another to have more, and be patient for the sake of your Lord, then when the trumpet is sounded, truly, that day will be a hard day, far from easy for the disbelievers."
Muhammad and his rebellion called Islam are coming out to foul our gods and dethrone religion. Don't let them reach the Kaaba. Throw them back. Defend your God!
When Muhammad and his few followers came out to call people to the worship of one God, the pagans in Makkah picked up stones. In no time, they started stoning the Muslims, including the Prophet himself.
There is no God but God, and Muhammad is the messenger of God. There is no God but God, and Muhammad is the messenger of God. There is no God but God, and Muhammad is the messenger of God. Protect the Prophet! There is no God but God, and Muhammad is the messenger of God. God is
Now's the time to break them. There are only 30 of them.
No, we've done enough. More will only create sympathy for them.
God is great!
Stand down!
God is great! 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 God is great!
In the name of God, most gracious, most merciful, say, O you who reject faith, I worship not what you
Keep them
worship.
out of the Kaaba! Keep
Neither
them
will
out!
you worship what I worship.
Silence your false prophet! Finish Muhammad!
Protect the prophet!
Messenger of God! Back to the corner!
And behold, Hamza, the uncle of Prophet Muhammad, came to save the day. Stood up for his nephew and the weak Muslims who could not help themselves. And he announced his acceptance of his nephew's religion publicly. That gave a little more strength to Islam and the weak Muslims. In other words, made it seem a little bit normal and perhaps okay to be Muslim.
You are brave. He is the bravest man in the desert. When he meets unarmed men.
Muhammad is a liar.
Liar. But you don't let him speak. Where's the lie and where's the truth? When it hasn't been spoken yet.
Muhammad is a fraud.
Stand up. Hit me back if you dare. I am for my nephew's religion, and I say what he says. Whoever has the courage to fight, fight with me. Muhammad, when I hunt the desert at night, I know God is not kept in the house.
The tyrant ruler of Makkah, Abu Sufyan, and his wife got into a discussing, wondering how would an illiterate come all of a sudden, blazing with poetry, claiming to be receiving them as revelation from an invisible God.
Who would have thought that Hamza above all, with his wine drinking, lion hunting, will come to join Muhammad?
The more we attack him, the more they seem to join him.
Where does he find his words?
I don't know him.
How can an illiterate man go up on a mountain and come down 3 days later blazing with poetry?
If it were just poetry. He says it's God. How do we fight someone whose strength we do not understand?
Muhammad promises heaven, trees in the sky, so naturally he's found an audience.
Then we must make that audience less eager to listen to him. We will begin with the weaker ones.
The prosecution of the weak continues.
Not so long after, the prophet was instructed to leave Makkah due to the prosecution.
In the next video, we are going to dive deeper into the migration of Muslims to Ethiopia, the land of the just Christian ruler. And then Tiatrib after that.
Like if you really enjoyed this video.
Be sure to subscribe. As always, fight for the light of consciousness.